So a lot of hostile feedback. Everyone has resorted to insults. I've seen a lot of creators on TikTok. They're making videos. They're cashing in on the wave. Good. Do you prosper with me, with my name, if you so wish. Then there's a TikToker here. He's called Wesley Jeff. Wesley Jeff comes there. If you listen to Wesley Jeff a lot, he sounds like those idiots who are promoted and elevated in the office. You know, that office snitch. He sounds like one of them if you listen to his language. The guys who talk so much but deliver so little, but then Muzungus are gravitated to those guys. They are attracted. You know, it's like moth to a light. They like such characters. When we are talking about Muzungus and how they have perpetrated their depravity, it is through deliberate acts. Like now they know where merit exists, but they choose now to be associated with these guys because they are smooth mouths. So that Wesley Jeff guy, he was there talking smack about me. Prosper. You know, in Kenya, let me tell you the problem. The problem is people are so used to anti-intellectual content that when it presents itself, people are shocked. They don't know how to relate or engage with it. So this is why, because this was a mainstream narrative curated over many years, you probably don't know what other underhand things they might have done to start preparing this video, because this was just, they are saying they've been working on it for 8 months. So because there was so much work, because of the optics, because of the soundtracks, you guys are swayed. You guys are sold. You can even give away like your forefathers, your useless forefathers who are giving away their land in exchange for mirrors from the Muzungus. That's how you are. You are trading off your brand, your country's brand, so that this guy can get YouTube views. And let me tell you, Mr. Beast's audience is mostly young people. Mr. Beast has previously said that he's been in places with the most powerful people, the people who curate narratives, the guys who set the global agenda. And they know, obviously, Mr. Beast was just a gamer. You think this is his brains. There are people who are using him because they still want, because they have seen people are being mentally awakened and liberated. They still want to perpetuate the myths and the stereotypes that Africa is a dark continent dependent on philanthropy, handouts, while them, they come here, they go to State House through the US ambassador and the Western ambassadors, they come and cut deals, and then they bribe your useless MPs to pass laws which are making it hostile for you to produce, you to engage in your SME, you to manufacture locally, so that we can be an import-dependent economy. And then you are hoodwinked here with religion, with handouts, with such dramatic, spectacular acts of philanthropy, while you don't know the cumulative effect of your country's brand. We depend on tourism. It's the 4th largest foreign exchange earner, but here you are allowing them. And Americans, when they are we only saw poverty in America the other day through social media. They were very careful to withhold the image or depicting America, places like Flint and their water problems, places like what? Hurricane Katrina. You remember how George Bush had fumbled that disaster emergency response. So they are very careful when they are promoting or when they are obscuring their poverty, but for hours they go all out. Like now, this Mr. Beast video will get 1 billion views probably. 1 billion eyeballs have seen and will have a lasting image because it's young children. They'll have a lasting image of the perception that Africa is a dark continent dependent on philanthropy. And he's making money in the process because now he's turned himself into a pseudo NGO because they want to remodel NGOs. They've seen the NGOs have ran out of steam. Now they want to use these guys because there's some wow factor. There's some element of, production, photography, video, editing, and whatever. So now they're like, let's go this way because we can still raise money. They still want to raise money not only from their own white people, they want to raise money even from the Africans in diaspora, so that you can stop sending money to your families back at home. You can be now sending to Mr. Beast. What a load of horse manure. Now, because I'm a good guy, and let me tell you, when I said Everyone says, oh, Francis, it could be racism. No, there's no racism. We have to start figuring out how to engage with these people on an equal platform. In Middle East, they are doing it. President Joe Biden went the other day to Israel. The leaders of the Middle East, none of them met him. They're like, why are we meeting him? You're not important in the grand scheme of things. Eh? So here we are going to sort ourselves out. Yeah, the US dollar is maintained by Saudi Arabia. That's why they call it the petrol dollar. Without Saudi Arabia, the US dollar will collapse. So why can't we also we focus on our greatness? We focus on the things that make us good. Not that you think Mr. Beast is the first one to drill boreholes in Africa. So what's the furor? What's the drama? Let me give you, because I'm a good guy, I do my research. You don't research. You're just there. You just flipping there, watching fast traps. And then when I do my research, because me, I research. Me, I take and I make a deliberate effort to keep myself aware. You are just there shouting and hating and body shaming and what? Huh? So let me show you. Let's start looking at people who have built boreholes in the country. Yeah. So let's start with here. There is one here by M-Pesa Foundation students. Yeah. They constructed a borehole worth 1.2 million in a local school in Kakamega. Eh? You'll never hear that in the being pronounced, being hyped by the influencers, by Amerix and Osama Otero, the chairman of Chokora Twitter. Now we have Mozart Bet. They have built 12 boreholes across the country over the last, I don't know how many years. So on Friday, February 17, Mozart, a leading sports gaming company, launched its 12th borehole under the Action 100 Wells. They are already planning to do 100 wells without making so much noise, without trying to project that they are the ones who are giving life to humanity. Now, here is another one. The residents of Ngiro, Narok South Sub-County have benefited from a 7.5 million borehole project from Ewasonyiro South Development Agency, NSTA. You understand? Higher, let's go to another one. The residents benefit from, the residents of Kajiado Ilsimgio in Kajiado Central can now breathe a sigh of relief after the Kajiado County government drilled a community borehole for them. Let's go to another one. This is all available on Google, eh? Now in Timau, Tana Works Development Agency has launched the drilling of a borehole in Marirati AP camp and is set to end the perennial water crisis in the area in the upcoming Timau municipality. Let's go to Ngaremara. The residents of Skuma village in Ngaremara, Isiolo County have benefited from a borehole project by the Marti Integrated Development Program. Let's go to where? Let's go to the Asal regions. There is a Faith Kenya Mission, a non-governmental organization, has embarked on providing clean water to pupils by sinking boreholes in the school. According to Faith Kio, her organization has embarked on sinking 1,000 boreholes in schools located in the Asal counties of Makueni, Turkana, West Pokot, Baringo, and Kajiado. Well, we are going. Siabei residents benefit from borehole project from NSDA. The Siabei in Narok North Sub-County have benefited from a borehole project from Ewasonyiro South Development Authority, NSDA. We are still moving. So in Taita, this is the most interesting, that the SDA Adventist Church in Taita Taveta, they are sinking 11 boreholes. SDA Church, they are not like the corrupt Anglican Church whose work is just hosting President Ruto in their Sunday services to brainwash their masses. Congratulations to the SDA Church, the ones who are building the boreholes in Taita Taveta. Thank you for standing with the people even as the church has lost its moral compass. We at County 620 boreholes to ease access in water. The county government of Muranga has embarked on drilling 20 boreholes. That's Irongo Kangata. Irongo Kangata is a pathological liar. That claim needs to be verified. We need to know that those boreholes have been sunk. I don't trust politicians. But there is an MCA in Homa Bay. The water project spearheaded by a member of County Assembly, Eric Omolo. There is an MCA in Homa Bay who has sunk a borehole. It's good, even as we are criticizing the corrupt political establishment, we give flowers to those who deserve them. Yeah. So let's talk about another one in a water in whatever. Already the committee that oversaw the implementation, the borehole, it was part of the projects identified by the residents and supported by Kenya Development Response and Displacement Impacts projects. So that's a village in Turkana. You understand? So people are building boreholes. They are just not getting the airtime. Let's stop projecting Mr. Beast as if he's the savior of mankind or savior of Kenyan. Please, we don't need Muzungus to engage with them in such a very pedestrian manner. We need to engage with them respectfully, where we are both mutual benefit, but not through handouts and philanthropy, where they are in to trade off their minimal, their mega investment. Then they have to splash us in the media for what we call poverty porn. They have to splash us and then make us look bad, drag us and our country's reputation in the process. No. Let's wait for Monday.